100 Civics Questions, 61 to 75. Explained, Civics Questions 2025 Part 5. The day had arrived. David sat at his desk, feeling a mix of anticipation and excitement. His study sessions with Andrea had been productive, and today would mark the final stretch. He had come a long way since the first time he picked up his study guide. Now, the test was just around the corner, and he was determined to be ready.
All right, David, we're almost there. Let's dive into questions 61 to 75. These will be the final set. You're so close now. Question 61. What are the two major political parties in the United States? A. Democratic and Republican. B. Democratic and Libertarian. C. Republican and Green.
I think the answer is A. Democratic and Republican.
Correct. The Democratic and Republican parties are the two major political parties in the U.S., while there are other smaller parties. These two dominate the political landscape and generally represent different views on issues such as government policy, economics, and social issues. Question 62. What is the economic system in the United States? A. Command economy. B. Market economy. C. Mixed economy.
I think the answer is B. Market economy.
Exactly. The United States has a market economy, which means that economic decisions, such as what goods to produce and how to distribute them, are largely driven by private individuals and businesses, with minimal government intervention. Question 63. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. A. The Civil War. B. The Korean War. C. World War I.
I think the answer is A. The Civil War.
Correct. The Civil War, which took place from 1861 to 1865, was a conflict between the Union and the Confederacy over issues like slavery and states' rights. It was one of the most significant wars in American history. Question 64. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? A. US diplomat. B. President. C. Author of the Declaration of Independence.
I think the answer is A. US diplomat.
Exactly. Benjamin Franklin was not only a founding father, but also an important diplomat. He helped secure crucial French support during the American Revolution and played a key role in drafting the Treaty of Paris, which ended the war. Question 65. What is one reason colonists came to America? A. To find gold. B. To escape religious persecution. C. To expand the British Empire.
I think the answer is B. To escape religious persecution.
Correct. Many colonists came to America seeking religious freedom as they faced discrimination and persecution in Europe. This search for religious liberty was one of the driving factors in the founding of many early American colonies. Question 66. In what month do we vote for president? A. November. B. September. C. October.
I think the answer is A. November.
Exactly. The U.S. holds presidential elections every 4 years on the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November. This has been the tradition since the 19th century. Question 67. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? A. To pay taxes. B. To vote in a federal election. C. To obey the law.
I think the answer is B. To vote in a federal election.
Correct. Voting in federal elections is one of the responsibilities exclusive to U.S. citizens, while permanent residents and others may be able to vote in certain local elections. Only citizens can vote for president and other federal offices. Question 68. What is the political party of the president now? A. Republican. B. Democratic. C. Independent.
I think the answer is A. Republican.
That's correct. The current president is a member of the Republican Party. The political party of the president can change over time depending on the results of each election. Question 69. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? A. Because there were 13 original colonies. B. Because there were 13 U.S. presidents. C. Because there are 13 branches of the military.
I think the answer is A. Because there were 13 original colonies.
Exactly. The 13 stripes represent the original 13 colonies that declared independence from Great Britain and formed the United States. The stars on the flag represent the 50 states. Question 70. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? A. Freed the slaves. B. Established the Union. C. Ended the Civil War.
I think the answer is A. Freed the slaves.
Correct. Issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, the Emancipation Proclamation declared that all slaves in Confederate states were free. This was a key moment in the fight against slavery and played an important role in the Civil War. Question 71. Name one right only for United States citizens. A. The right to free speech. B. The right to vote in a federal election. C. The right to a fair trial.
I think the answer is B. The right to vote in a federal election.
Exactly. Voting in federal elections is a right reserved for U.S. citizens. This is one of the ways citizens participate directly in the democratic process. Question 72. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States? A. The signing of the Declaration of Independence. B. Terrorists attacked the United States. C. The U.S. entered World War II.
I think the answer is B. Terrorists attacked the United States.
Correct. On September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks orchestrated by the group Al-Qaeda targeted the World Trade Center in New York City and the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., leading to significant loss of life and a shift in U.S. foreign policy. Question 73. What is the rule of law? A. Laws apply only to government officials. B. Laws apply to everyone. C. Laws are made by the president.
I think the answer is B. Laws apply to everyone.
Exactly. The rule of law means that everyone, including government officials, must follow the law. It ensures fairness and equality under the law, preventing arbitrary rule or abuse of power. Question 74. What is the capital of your state? A. Answer depends on where you live. B. Washington, D.C. C. New York City.
I think the answer is A. Answer depends on where you live.
Correct. Each state has its own capital, which is where the state government is based. For example, the capital of California is Sacramento, and the capital of New York is Albany. Question 75. Name one branch or part of the government. A. The President. B. The Judicial Branch. C. The Federal Reserve.
I think the answer is B. The Judicial Branch.
Question 75. Name one branch or part of the government. A. The President. B. The Judicial Branch. C. The Federal Reserve. Great job, David. You've made it through all the questions, and you're more than ready for the test. Just remember to keep studying and stay confident. You've got this.
David leaned back in his chair, smiling. The nerves were gone now, replaced with a quiet confidence. He had prepared as best he could, and he was ready to face the final challenge.